Here we are back with some more TW with Generation Wrestling, of course. Generation Wrestling 17 is the show tonight. And you can see here we have quite a bit of money to play with in this show. We have 24,000, almost 25,000 to play with. And I'm very much looking forward to that now. We will be... Oh, I forgot to add in the title. We are launching our new women's division tonight. The Generation Women's Championship, and we will just select some generic player. No, you know what? I'm gonna make it the same as our Generation Championship player. I think that kind of makes sense, which will be the Winged Eagle, because I love that title. Yep, I think that's the one that we're using, so this will be... It won't be a main event title. We'll go floating, I think that's fair to go with, since it is the women's division. I'm not really sure how over it'll be, but yep, gender female only. Now, we will be having our... We will be deciding who will be competing for this match with two women's matches tonight. The winners of both of those matches will go on to face each other in our Australian show, which will be next month. So that's sort of a way to hype up the Australian show. And we will also be having a Generation Championship match in that show, where Kyle O'Reilly will go up against either Eric Young or Joe Hendry, depending on who wins the match tonight. And you might be asking yourself, why Joe Hendry? What has he done to warrant himself a title match? Which is very true. He hasn't done much to warrant himself a title match, but it's all part of a bigger story, and just allow the story to be told. And I think that sometimes you can make exceptions for people who might not be that over, if there's a story that's told, because at the end of the day, that's what wrestling is. It's storytelling in its best form, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and we will book this show. Wait 2 seconds. Yep, we can go ahead and run the show. So in front of 245 people, not bad at all. We see a video hyping the women's division. Well, we see a video of Emma. I just renamed it to Emma, so it's, you know, that's the recognizable name. Emma, Cherry Bomb, Natty Nighthawk, and Hiroyo Matsumoto. I'm just gonna call him Matsumoto. But yeah, so Cherry Bomb will take on Emma, and Natty Nighthawk and Natalya will take on Matsumoto tonight. A winner of those two matches will go on to face each other in the Australian show. So yeah, pretty much. And we go on here to our next segment then, where we kick things off with a Natty Nighthawk going up against Matsumoto. That's going to take a while for me to get used to. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Natalya goes over against her against Matsumoto in 11 minutes 27 seconds by submission with a sharpshooter. So she taps out to Natty Nighthawk, who debuts her above average old school face gimmick, and as does Matsumoto, with gets the same rating and the same gimmick, but she also seemed off her game. She's getting better at gimmick. This match got the crowd harder. 47 in performance there from Natty Nighthawk, and 44 for Matsumoto, so that's not bad indeed. I'm happy enough with that. That's a 41 rated segment there, so that's already better than most of the ones that we got from our male wrestlers, so I'm very happy with that, and I'm very optimistic of this women's division that we are launching. Now we go here to see a video of Scotty Mac and Sami Callihan, and the idea behind this video is that we are showing the win that Sami Callihan got over Scotty Mac, and that he is owed a match, which is coming up next for the Vancouver Championship. So we go into our next segment here. We're in a bout with that had good heat and decent wrestling. We have Sami Callihan defeats Scotty Mac in 12 minutes 49 seconds by submission with a stretch muffler, and as a result Sami Callihan becomes the third Vancouver champion. 61 in-ring performance here by Sami Callihan and 29 for Scotty Mac, but the match deserved better colour commentary, but it also got the crowd hot at. So why am I giving up the title so soon with Scotty Mac? Simple, I want somebody who has a bit more prestige about him. Somebody who can bring a bit more prestige to the title, and and then we can give the title off to a heel whenever we bring up that prestige and move Sami Callihan to the main event scene, where he will compete for the Generation Championship. So I'm happy enough with that, but we will have a rematch on our next show, which will be the Australian show. Scotty Mac is entitled to his rematch, so we will go ahead and we will book that now. Scotty Mac against Sami Callihan in the rematch for the title. I believe that champions deserve a rematch, in my opinion. So, yep, go ahead on to the next segment here, where we see Emma go up against Cherry Bomb in another good match and another solid match up here. In a decent match, Emma defeats Cherry Bomb in 12 minutes 34 seconds by pinfall with a Michinoku driver too, so that's not bad there. 46-minute segment there, very sound. Emma debuts her old school face gimmick and gets an initial rating of great, as does Cherry Bomb with her old school heel gimmick. A 42 in-ring performance by Emma and a 40 for Cherry Bomb, so that is a solid. By the way, Cherry Bomb is improving in her rumble skills and her performance skills. So far we've got this division off to a solid start, a solid start, and I'm very happy about that. Then we go into our next segment here, where we see a video air starring Emma, and really the idea behind this is to hype up our Australian show, which will be coming up in the next month. And with Emma being the Australian, it kind of made sense to have her be in it. But we're going to go ahead and book in Emma's and Natalya's match for the title. There, Emma and Natalya. Very good indeed. I'm looking forward to getting that match done. So yeah, we're going to the next segment here, where we have Moose, which normally would be a generic squash match, but instead I decided to have it go on a wee bit longer here with Nelson Creed and try and make him look a little bit more stronger. And yeah, it goes on 14 minutes 13 seconds. It's a decent match and Moose wins by pinfall, of course. 46 with in-ring performance for Moose and a 37 for Nelson Creed. Once again, a solid rating of 46 there, so I'm pretty damn happy with that. Yeah, let's go on to the next segment, where we have our main event. The winner of this match will go on to face Kyle O'Reilly for the Generation Championship next month, and we give the win to Joe Hendry here. And we give Joe Hendry the win here, who defeats Eric Young in 7.5 minutes by pinfall. It's a fast roll up, and that is how he gets the pinfall so quickly. A 60 in-ring performance for EY and a 29 for Joe Hendry. Now, why has Joe Hendry got this match here against Eric Young? Simple, it's part of the story, and just allow the story to be told. We end the show on a probably the worst segment of the night, where Joe Hendry celebrates his win. So that can be put in there then. The Australian show, we will have Joe Hendry go up against Kyle Kyle O'Reilly in that show. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly, Joe Hendry for the title. Will it be a great match? No, but again, I'm telling a story here with this. There's a storyline going on here between Joe Hendry and Eric Young. You know what, while we're on this screen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to book a tag match. It's going to a teams here. If I mind rightly, we had Blackwell Slasher go over in our last match. So we'll go ahead and did we put Blackwell Slasher? I can't remember actually. No, we did. I'm pretty sure we did. If not, so what? It's the tag division. It hasn't really been booked the best, but I don't mind because it's going okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll put in that for the show as well, for the Australian show, and we will also go ahead and book a match for Moose. So Moose, where are you, Moose? M, one would assume. Go ahead with Dan Myers, he can take the job here. And yep, and that's a pretty solid card there. We get pretty decent, well, I say pretty solid card. It's not going to be a great show, but it'll be decent enough. We'll go ahead and we'll add in another segment here just for the sake of it, so as we can another match here, so as we can maybe see about while we put in another one. You know what, let's put Crazy Steve into a match with Tyson Dukes, and the winner of this match can go up against the winner of Joe Hendry's and the Kyle O'Reilly match. If I remember that's a qualifier match. Let's go ahead and end that show there. And we get a pretty good rating there, 44 rated show, and you'll see that we have no more notices for the production values, and that's simple because I decided to up them because once again we have got money in the bank where I feel confident enough that I can spend more money, and so I decided I could go ahead and sign a big star like Matt Hardy to help make the product better, but I decided not to. I decided to invest that into the show each month and make it seem a lot better than what it is. Make it not seem as bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's going to be better for us going forward. I think it is the right decision to take there, but we're just looking for this to load now, for this to load up, and once it does we will be ready to do the thing that we usually do, which is check everything. Wow, we have 11 grand left in the bank after that show. Time to heal Eric Young, time to heal Cherry Bomb. 0.04 TV rating. Let's go ahead and check how much people watched that. 34,000 people, almost 35,000. So we have increased in our viewing numbers, which is good to see. Size, we always like to look at size. Importance is 14 in British Columbia, that's went up. 8 in Alberta, I think that might be the same. 5 in Eastern and Western Australia, that's very good to see. We are increasing quite quickly. I'm very, very happy about that. 16 pop in British Columbia, 9 in Alberta, 8 in the Northwest. So yeah, we're doing well, we are growing well, and I'm so happy about that. Let's go ahead and schedule in another event then. So our next event will be in June, which will be the Australian show, so we'll go ahead and we will schedule in what will be Generation Wrestling 18. Generation Wrestling 18, and we can do that in, that'll be a 1 hour long show. Let's get an idea for what days are free. So you know what, I'm going to take a chance here, and I'm going to schedule that for week 4 of June. So we're going to have 2 shows in June, and they will both be on Sunday. Let's go ahead and take a chance there, even if it's not that to the same standard as most of the shows. We'll try it here. We'll try it. Will we? We'll try it. We will try that. Let's go ahead and save an exit and see if we can put on that show. Yep. So, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put in Generation Wrestling 19. Oh. 19 special, and that will be in July in week 2 on the Sunday, and we'll take it from there. And on, yep, save and exit. 18, it can be a special, save and exit, thank you. Let's close that down. Okay, so go ahead and do an alt push. Roster overview, we have a big roster now, a good roster though. Our main event is consistent of Kyle O'Reilly, Moose, Eric Young and Sami Callihan. The upper mid card is made up of Joe Hendry, Nelson Craig, Tyson Dukes and Crazy Steve. Our mid card is Jonathan Gresham, Colin Delaney, Scotty Mack, the King of the Yukon, Steve Blackwell and Von Sasha. Our lower mid card is Billy Swede, Pete Paz, Artemis Spencer and Tony Boloney. We have openers in Cole Bishop and Dan Myers, and then our women's division is Natalya, Christina Fontanelli, Rhea O'Reilly, Cherry Bomb, Matsumoto and Emma. So that's good to see. I'm happy enough with that. I'm very happy with that actually. So 11 grand left. Imagine that after the show. That's just a year ago. You look at what we had left after the show, and now look at where we're at. I'm so happy with that. Go ahead and look at our figurehead. I know that we don't have anybody who can be one yet, but anyway, I do still like to just have a look. Broadcasters, I always like to look at our broadcasters. I don't know why I like to do this, but I just always like to have a look at potential broadcasters, just in case something pops up, you know. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at TNA here, because I want to see the champions. World Heavyweight. Eddie Kingston is the X Division champion. That's nice to see. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's got a title. See on my short list then. How do I add him to my short list? Okay. Surprised that he wasn't added to my short list. And also roster. Oh, here. Adam Cole, baby. Absolutely love him. I think he's gonna go far, big time. big time. He's gonna be a star. I mean, he already is a star, but you know, yeah, you know what I mean. He has so much more to do, so much more. Let's have a look at the par 500. Naito's at the top, Omega, Tanahashi, Ibushi, El Patron. Also, Okada's 8th. You know what I would like to see? I want to see where John Cena is on it. Because I did a save where I got like a year in only, and John Cena wasn't ranked. Oh, he's 19th. Oh, okay then. But yeah, I got like a year into the save and he wasn't even ranked. It was crazy. You know, for being one of the best, well, not necessarily one of the best, but one of the biggest stars. Quite possibly the biggest, no, not quite possibly, the biggest star of the last, 15 years in pro wrestling. So that's going to end it there, I think. I'm happy enough to end it there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I would like to have a look at, but that isn't. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and yeah, see you again. Goodbye.